A wonderful day to our dear listeners. I am Jasper Banayat from C11A that will be discussing Policy Watch about social media. We will dive deep into what policy is and I will provide an example of a social media post or meme that gives up two categories of policies. Now, here is a social media post showing policies of two categories. As you can see, the post here shows a politic statement saying about the projects of DPWPH that hasn't been finished. But here I have found two policies that I have concluded. The policies are bandwagon and hasty generalization. Now, you may be wondering what is bandwagon and hasty generalization, or what what does policy even means? Now, here let me help you learn about it and I will explain it shortly. Now, what exactly are policies? A policy is a logical error or flaw in reasoning that makes an argument unsound, or in short, it's unlogical, that not use facts, or might be biased. Now, the two categories that we found is hasty generalization. Hasty generalization is a policy that draws a broad conclusion from insufficient or unrepresentative evidence, such as making a judgment about a whole group based on only one or two examples. The second is the bandwagon. The bandwagon policy is the error of assuming something is true, right, or good simply because it's more popular or many people believe it, relying on popularity rather than evidence or reasoning. In short, joining in the trend. Now, let me help you find the policies I found. As first is bandwagon. You wonder how did I say the policies are bandwagon? It's because the current surge of popularity in politic memes concerning about the projects of the PWH about infrastructure, they're joining in on the trend. Second is hasty generalization. Well, just from the caption is a completed projects of DPWH, meaning all of DPWH from the past to the present. That is a hasty generalization just coming from a single point of view or just one project that has not been completed. Let me give you a revised argument or a better example of the mean that I show. Rather than saying DPWH as a whole, you rather say Wow Builders Company rather than DPWH, because the point you're coming from or the context you use is from the Senate hearing Wow Builders. We must use factual text as I am using. As we have discussed, from the Senate hearing, they have confirmed that Wawa Builders have ghosted the project, and rather than bandwagoning on the current trend or whatsoever, we should look more deeply into it rather than making memes or making such misinformation so lightly. Now, after all of that has been discussed, let's move on to our reflection and SDG connection. Let me tell you, how does logical policies affect our public and our decision making? Well, logical policies are full of flaws and biased statements. Just from the fact its policies is meaning false, so don't fall for it. If you fell for it, you may make bad decisions or wrong decisions in your life, such as believing in the wrong information, joining a bandwagon, directing hate to a certain person, generalizing a topic or statement. Now, if we move on to SDG, on which SDG relates or contributes the most in using of logic and truth, I will think it's SDG 16, which is peace, justice, and strong institutions. Why? Because I believe so, peace, justice, and strong intuitions use logic and truth so much because that's what they live for. Giving the truth, knowing the truth, and providing the truth. They don't believe in biases and false discussions. Well, that's all for my discussion about logical policies. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Thank you.